Oh my god, hey, welcome back to my Stagey YouTube channel. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Mickey Joe. I'm obsessed with all things theatre. I'm a theatre critic in the UK, I'm a Stagey YouTuber, and I'm currently hunched over the side table of a Premier Inn because tomorrow, in the morning, my Stagey boyfriend Aaron and I, say hello.
Hello.
We are flying to New York to go and see a bunch of Broadway shows. We haven't processed this yet, but you don't need to worry about this because this is a spoiler for the future. For now, you are about to see the latest episode of my weekly vlog, which is a series I've been doing following the both of us around as we go to a bunch of different shows and live our very theatrical lifestyles. So you're going to see 4 days from our last week in London before the New York trip, which was very exciting. We did some exciting things. There's a film premiere coming up, and the bulk of this week's weekly vlog is going to be all about the trip to the immersive Guys and Dolls, because there was a lot for me to show you at the Bridge Theatre where the Guys and Dolls immersive revival is currently playing. So enjoy that. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you do not miss the New York content, because I feel like it's going to be really good. And enjoy this week's episode of Oh My God, Hey. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
It is a new Stagey week. We're very excited. We've come into London on a Sunday, which we don't always do.
No.
But when one-off concerts call, you can see behind our head, we're at the London Palladium today to see...
Once in concert.
Once in concert, just the once. Simply the once.
But it's on twice.
But it is on twice. We're here to, but we're only going to see it once.
Yes.
We're here to see Once in Concert, starring Carrie Hope Fletcher and Jamie Moscato, reuniting, having previously starred opposite each other in the original West End cast of Heathers.
Yes.
And we're very excited. I've only seen once.
Me too. Yes.
Okay. Did you see original West End cast?
Original West End cast.
So did I. So that was at the Phoenix Theatre years ago, 2013? 2012, 2013?
I turned 18.
There you go.
Week.
There you go. Almost a decade ago, ladies and gentlemen. So, very excited. Very excited. I've processed that we're at the Palladium, that we're seeing a concert, and that Carrie and Jamie are in it. I haven't even really processed that it's once.
Yeah.
Honestly, that hasn't even begun to enter my mind. But
in fact, I'm working on Once this summer.
yes, Aaron's working on a different production once. Are you taking notes? Not really. Not especially. He doesn't need to. No.
Not really my role.
It's fine. We're going to go inside and we're going to show you what's going on with Once. Maybe we'll bring you a bit of a curtain call if we can. We'll show you.
My dad.
Yes, we're here with Aaron's dad today.
It was his dad's birthday present.
So yes, we have bought tickets today. This is not a gifted PR review situation. We're just here because we want to be. So we're going to head in now. We're going to show you what's going on at London Palladium for Once. It's really tiny. Let's do a zoom on that. Once.
That doesn't really work because it's a digital screen.
Once. There we go. Once. We are now inside the London Palladium, the historic London Palladium. I'm going to do a little bit of a spin to show you. Look how pretty it is behind my head. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by Aaron. We're queuing for a programme, which is always a bit...
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. We're quite early, and we're in the first show of the day.
Yeah.
If we were at the evening, I'd worry that they might run out of programmes, because it's always like, how many do you print for a one-off event? Yes, queuing for a programme. I can see them from here, and I will show you when we get there. I do think they only have programmes. I don't think there's...
Yeah, it's just programs.
I don't think there's t-shirts or anything, which is fine.
The two shows, that's quite a lot.
So call it a theatrical Mandela effect. In my head, Once was a one-act show. In fact, it is not. Apparently there has always been 2 acts to Once, but it's not a long show because we're starting at 3 o'clock and we're going to be done just 2 hours and 5 minutes later at 5:05.
With an interval.
With an interval, yes.
20-minute interval.
That's how long intervals are.
Always, sometimes 15.
Oh.
I've known a 15 interval.
Have you indeed.
I have, thank you very much.
So these are the programmes. As mentioned, they are £10. I do like this artwork. This is a better logo than some full long-running shows have, to be perfectly honest. And you can see a preview of it here. We have our stars. And another view of the cover there. Okie dokie, we've arrived in the Royal Circle. We have angsty acoustic pop playing as a little bit of a pre-show mix. Aaron James is taking the all-important programme shot in front of the safety curtain. Let's have a look at this. This is the London Palladium safety curtain. One of the nicer ones, I think. There you go, looking very historic, as they usually do. This is the London Palladium as it was in the days of Hengler's Circus. In any case, this is my view of the stage from G31 in the Royal Circle. G31. Okay, they have raised the safety curtain and you can see what the stage is going to look like. It looks like we're going to be getting something reasonably semi-staged. You can see the piano there, bathed in light. I think people thought the show was starting, so there was a premature hush. We never like a premature hush, but they're beginning to create some hubbub again. Very soon, once we'll begin. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Hello, we are back in London this evening. I'm on my phone. We're doing phone vlogging this evening, and you will find out why. It will become apparent, because where we're going, Marty, I cannot take my vlogging camera. But en route to the theatre, Aaron has brought me here. Where are we, Aaron?
We're in Hayes Galleria.
Hayes Galleria. This is so... I don't even know if you can, like, see how fancy this is behind me, but just... We're right on the Thames. Just a stone's throw away from London Bridge Station. And it's beautiful, and there's a ship over there. Can you eat on the ship? Let's walk over here. So first of all, pretty, so pretty, all around here. And they have this feature here in the middle. Look at that! I love a water feature. Look at this! Big old steampunk ship situation. Wow, and then this is a kind of a alpine bar. I mistakenly thought this was a continuation of the ship moments ago, but then you've got this cute little alpine bar. Hayes Galleria, near to the Bridge Theatre. There you go. I was also going to say to you, it smells fantastic in there, and that I think is because of the van that was selling churros. So we are indeed on our way to the Bridge Theatre this evening, and because we're going to the Bridge, we're going to see Guys and Dolls. Press night is tomorrow. But I'm doing a sneaky little pre-press night press visit under embargo, so they're bringing me in early. Oh, look at this ship! Sorry, I'm very easily distracted this evening.
That's
but
HMS Belfast.
there you go, there you go. But we're doing the standing tickets in the pit, which means we have to check all of our coats, all of our bags into the coat check before we go in. And I want to be able to show you what the space looks like, and I can't take my vlogging camera in with me because I want to hold it conspicuously the whole time. So, phone. That is why we're on a phone this evening. This was the... Look! Big old boat.
Oh.
Big old boat.
And I got my standing ticket by TodayTix.
Yes, Aaron got a ticket to join me this evening via TodayTix in the London Theatre Week sale.
Yes.
Yeah! There we go. There we go. Not too bad. But we're heading over to the Bridge Theatre now, a venue I've only been to the once, just after COVID, like in that sort of transitional time. You've been to pre-COVID.
So I went to the very first production that was at the Bridge.
Ooh.
So I went to see Young Marks.
Ooh. Oh, I wanted to see that. Rory Kinnear, yes.
Yeah. And I saw a couple of other shows there, and I went to see the immersive Midsummer Night's Dream. So I've done immersive at the Bridge before.
So you already have a little bit of a insight as to what we can expect this evening. But with a little bit more singing and dancing for Guys and Dolls.
Bigger cast, a lot bigger cast.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think I have high expectations. There's very good word of mouth already in the few previews that it's had. Cast is great. And yeah, I think it's always fun. I'm always on board for a revival of a musical that's doing a big, bold, different thing. That's kind of my favourite type of theatre to go to. So I'm excited. I'm excited to find out. So we're going to show you what the Bridge Theatre looks like. Come with us. So for international viewers of these vlogs, we're giving you a bit more London content this evening than we normally would, because this is the Tower of London. I'm normally never down this far. That is Tower Bridge, hence the Bridge Theatre, because it's right next to it. And this sort of funny looking building.
Like a snail.
Yes,
Snail shell.
it is like a snail shell. Erin tells me it's the mayor's office.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at you, Erin James, tour guide.
Oh, we just passed, I think, a pool or something, because I suddenly smell loads of chlorine.
I can smell chlorine now as well. It's a feast. Normally I'm not very good at smelling things. It's a feast for the senses this evening. So here is my travel tip for the evening, if you dare to trust me with travel tips, and I am re-recording this because I just said the wrong name. But as you look at Tower Bridge, if you can find your way to Tower Bridge, you can also find the Bridge Theatre, because it is just there. It is over there. You can see it through the trees. And we can now see Erin probably filming some TikTok content as well. But yes, Tower Bridge, Bridge Theatre. We're going to get a little closer now so we can go inside the building. Here it is, as glimpsed through this tree, the Bridge Theatre. So many light bulbs, so many. And here is the poster for what we're seeing this evening. Guys and Dolls. The bridge transforms for one of the greatest musicals of all time. It is once again immersive, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on our immersive theatre experience. Here we are. Do you think, when they were coming up with this theatre, because it's a relatively newly built theatre,
Yeah,
this
it's
was
not
when
old.
Nick Heitner and Nick Starr left the National Theatre less than a decade ago, I think, or maybe just around a decade ago. Do you think they made little models of all the letters and the I fell over and they were like, wait, that's it?
No, I think it's the whole point that Tower Bridge lifts.
Oh, that makes more sense. I prefer my explanation, but that does make more sense because the bits of Tower Bridge do like that. Why is there crime behind me? This is very distracting. We should go inside. Okie dokie, we can see here the cast board for Guys and Dolls. Many names for you to see here. So on your left as you enter the foyer, there is this merchandise booth. I'm going to show you some of the things on offer here. We have mugs and magnets. We have the prices of everything. There are posters, carrier bags, t-shirts, programs, and Bridge Theatre programs. You can see up here programs, mugs and magnets again, and the t-shirt design there. Very exciting. Very nice stylish merch. We're now in the Bridge Theatre foyer, iconic for all of these hanging light bulbs. Creates a beautiful effect, and they've added in this LED sign for Guys and Dolls. Look at this. This is so cool, and it does seem to suggest that it's planning on staying here for a little while. If you were asking me to speculate, that is what I would tell you. The stalls are down there, the bar is over to the right. We've already been to the merchandise booth. Erin is dutifully Instagramming away ahead of Guys and Dolls. Oh my god, hey, so we've just checked our coats at the cloakroom. You can see Guys and Dolls-ish outfit cardigans going on. Gone for a slicked hair moment. But an important point to note, if you are standing, if you are in the stalls and doing an immersive standing ticket, you have to check all your coats, all your bags.
Everything's got to go.
It's got to go in the cloakroom. So we've been given wristbands, little wristbands, and a little tag.
Which is good, because it's a little clip. So
Yeah.
you can clip it on so you won't lose it.
You can clip it onto yourself and it's like a seat number.
Yeah.
That's cute. But they do seem to have expanded the cloakroom for this production. We didn't have to queue when we got here, but we did like to get here nice and early. We got here at like 6:40,
Yeah,
ahead of a 7:30 show.
I will say, when I came to Midsummer Night's Dream, I had to run here to get in, and the queue, the cloakroom queue was from the back of the theatre to the front. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they've got 3 or 4 members of
yeah, it's
staff
definitely a lot
working
better
on
for
it,
this time.
and Erin's throwing the program on the floor.
Dramatic.
Throwing it. We got that for free. You be nice. You did pay for your ticket, yeah. But yes, so it seems that time will tell as to how the cloakroom is by the end of the show, but seems as though it's fine, and as always, pays to arrive a little bit early. Okay, so it's nearing 7 o'clock, foyer beginning to fill up, and we have been to the bar, so we have like snacks and beverages themed to the show, but also Erin and I are going to New York at the end of the week, which we may have mentioned a couple of times.
So, not really yet.
Yeah, I have been in anticipation of the New York cuisine.
I have been eating just so boring and healthily, and I feel like I haven't had saturated fat in like a week. So I don't want to be completely overwhelmed. So a sense of what's to come with a slice of New York cheesecake. And Erin has
A Manhattan.
a Manhattan, an appropriate New York themed cocktail. Cheesecake and a Manhattan. Very sophisticated.
It's the mood.
Yeah. I've never had cheesecake in a theatre before, I don't think. Outside of those little ones they used to do at Waitress.
Oh, yeah.
In the little jars. But like, this is a proper slice of cheesecake. Love that. Love that for me. Okay. We're in the auditorium, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to overlay this with footage so you can see. It's quite overwhelming. There's traffic noise. People are trying to sell me a hat and/or a pretzel. There's a lot going on, and you can see on the floor where there are sections that are going to raise up and become the stage.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just a thoroughfare. All of the seating is in the round around us.
It's interesting how different the vibe is when you come into this.
There's hot dogs.
Yeah.
We've got hot dogs.
And
You can
there's
buy hot dogs when you come
drinks.
into the auditorium.
Pretzels.
I wish I knew this in advance, but I did love my cheesecake. I haven't even told you. That cheesecake was exceptional. Very zesty.
Something
He's got a megaphone to sell the hot dogs. I'm obsessed with this.
something very different. This is a much like chiller vibe. So when you came in for Midsummers, you had Gwendolyn Christie in a glass box.
In a box. Yeah, no
And
one's in a box today.
She was like, it was intimidating when you came in, which was really cool. Whereas this is just like fun American, like Manhattan vibes.
Yeah.
Must be the cheap subway.
That'll be the subway train. That's an immersive audio. Oh, look at where the band's going to be. Look at this. This is the area where the band is going to be up here, I'm assuming, because I see music stands, or some sort of choir or something. I see bedazzled music stands, but you can see all of the sort of neon light pieces to create different scenes, and you can see more of them stowed away up here that are going to become different scenes later. Don't think I haven't spotted that up here in the rafters. Look what's happened.
I got a hat.
It's a free hat.
It's a free hat.
It's a free hat. I guess you can buy the hat to keep the hat, and this is probably like you give back the hat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The feel of it, I would say, I think it's a free hat because at oh gosh, what was the show? First one, Julius Caesar. People got free stuff for that as well.
There you go. Free hat. Well, right now Aaron's wearing a hat. We'll see what happens to it. Knowing you will also leave the hat. That's what you do with hats.
So rude.
You always in how many of these vlogs has Aaron lost a hat? Comment below if anyone's keeping score. My God, this traffic noise.
Yeah.
Don't walk. My number one question pre-show, is someone at some point going to come out of this manhole? This is what I'm thinking. can see behind it. Look at these light bulbs going around. It's all going on. Slight sensory overload, but lots going on. Lots going on at the bridge for guys and dolls. Update on the coat check. I was optimistic pre-show.
Really optimistic.
I was. We are standing in the queue right now. It's outside. The queue goes outside. It's wrapping around 2 sides of the venue, and then it goes outside. So we're currently outside queuing for our coats, which I'm glad it's not raining, I will say.
But yeah, if it was bad weather.
Yeah. Aaron got a hat. You got a hat. You got to keep the hat.
Yeah,
There you go. I've still got the coat tag. I got given a sparkly, shaky thing. I did not get to keep it. We're about to be back inside the bridge. We are re-arriving at the bridge to get our coats. I will say, I look forward to coming back to this in the summer where we don't even have to bring coats.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't even bring coats if you can.
No.
Don't even do it.
Big face. Hello.
Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are in Wimbledon this evening. Is the light green?
No.
No. It will be momentarily.
No, it won't.
No,
I'll
it is.
walk into
It's fine. Yeah. We're in Wimbledon this evening, trying not to be run down on the high street. It'll be a lovely scenic bit of road to down there because it's like a pride crossing. But yes, we're in Wimbledon this evening.
Progress Pride.
It is at the new Wimbledon Theatre, which is behind me. There it is. There it is. There it is. And we are here to see Girl from the North Country. Girl from the North Country, a show using the music of Bob Dylan, which I haven't seen before. You've seen before.
When the original West End Run.
Original West End Run back at the Noel Coward. So very intrigued. Very intrigued. I've missed this show so many times, and I'm pleased to be finally ticking it off.
Yeah.
It must be towards. Is it towards the end of its tour?
I think so. I think this might be the final stop.
Yeah, we're here with Sean. Sean's seen it before, earlier on its tour. But yes, very intrigued. So here for another press night at Wimbledon. Okay, we're in the foyer of the new Wimbledon. Shrek is clearly coming here soon. I am loving this "Are you as tall as an ogre" signage. Aaron, stand next to it. Okay, let's see the options. We have Puss in Boots, Pinocchio, Donkey, Lord Farquaad, Princess Fiona, Prince Charming, and a Shrektacular height. And Aaron, I don't think you're technically reaching that. You're on your tippy toes.
Yeah, but if you go ahead, then I'd be charming.
You are not on your heels. Yeah, I don't know.
That's way too small.
Weigh in the comments
That's
what you
way
think
too
we're.
small.
Okay, just about making a Fiona. Hold on to me. Let me do it. Am I there?
You're just probably Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Or is he Fiona, people? Because if I'm the one below, he's a Fiona.
Okie dokie, so we're here in the auditorium of the new Wimbledon Theatre. You can see the stage, got a little proscenium set up. I spy a piano. I spy stringed instruments. I spy a microphone. I also spy a disco ball. Aaron, is the disco ball involved?
Yes, I think so.
I would not have expected that from the vibe of the show. But for anyone who's curious about view from the seat, I am in the stalls in G24 at the new Wimbledon Theatre, and this is my view of the stage. Very excited for Girl from the North Country. There it was, Girl from the North Country. We have just left the new Wimbledon Theatre. I will say, I enjoy this poster artwork very much. Yes, and I now understand what this moment of the show is. And we are on our way back. Not our most eventful vlogging evening, but keep your eyes peeled on my social channels for my thoughts on Girl from the North Country on tour. I'm probably going to do it as a reel on Instagram and TikTok at Mickey Jo Theatre if you want to know what I thought of this show. And maybe we'll do a first impressions and debate about it, because I know there are conflicting views going on here. Polarising theatre. I'm getting on a train now. Goodbye. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Hello.
And then they're shot. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, we've had haircuts. Except Sean. You have much less beard than maybe.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know the last time I actually featured you on camera.
I've cut some hair.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, we've just had haircuts ahead of our New York trip. Getting our New York haircuts.
We go to the hotel tomorrow.
Yeah. This is probably the last we're going to see of you for this week. This is our last London Oh My God Hey appearance.
Maybe we should do one in the hotel just to tee people off. Like,
Maybe we should.
For a hotel. This is the
Maybe we will, but we probably won't. That'll be part of like the travelling vlog. That's why.
Yeah, but it could be a nice end to this.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, this is our last London obligation before we travel, and we are back in London this evening. It is drizzling. It's kind of rubbish and wet weather. And we had a nice lunch at IKEA.
Yeah.
That was nice. Many meatballs. But we're not here for the theatre. Why are we here, everybody?
We're going to see a film.
We're going to like a film screening.
Yeah.
Like a sort of a little gala film screening with canapes in a nice location.
The theatre angle is that it's an adaptation of Alan Bennett's Hallelujah.
Yeah, it's based on, so it's a film adaptation of an Alan Bennett play, Hallelujah, that was previously seen at the Bridge Theatre.
Yep.
So we're very excited to go and see this from a theatrical perspective.
Very British story as well, film cast.
And
Yeah.
supposedly Sir Richard Eyre's going to be there.
Supposedly he is. And also, canapes, which I'm excited about. So, there you go. Oh yes, I'm wearing the necklace, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the necklace. This is my National Theatre necklace from the National Theatre. I'm a big fan of this necklace. It's my statement piece for the evening because there's a loose National Theatre connection. So yes, we're going to go and find out where we need to be and get in out of the rain.
Yes.
'Cause it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh my God, hey.
Hello.
That was an evening.
The event was really fun.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think back, what haven't we shown you? So I didn't get to film all that much because we were like in a hotel in Soho with a really nice cinema screening room. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was really cool, and also because it's a limited amount of people, and there were some big names there.
Yeah.
So then you kind of feel a bit awkward getting things like talking a bit too much.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have big names who are just acting completely normal. So you're looking across and you're like, is that this person? Oh, yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And you're just trying not to freak out about it. But yeah, like you were saying, not many people there. We still don't really know necessarily, like we're not experts at the film screening game. You've been to more than I have.
Yeah, I felt like it is different. It's a different vibe of like, what can we say ahead? Do we say that we just went to see it?
Yeah.
It's for a push. I need to have a read about it.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was more of a travel. Today's travel was difficult.
Today's travel has been complicated because the Underground has been on strike, except for the Elizabeth line.
Yeah, so it kind of meant that it was fine getting in because we can get to Central without tubes.
Yeah.
But the getting back was fun because it meant that everybody was trying to go for buses.
London was in chaos and it was raining and we had Sean with us and we were trying to get Sean
we
back.
had a Sean.
So we were like running dramatically through London in the rain and I was like, you know what? I really don't mind that we're about to go to another city for 2 weeks.
It kind of prepped me, I think, ready because also we were talking about like what's happening in London in the next couple of weeks, and I actually completely was like, I don't know, I'm feeling ready to be somewhere else for a bit.
Going to go and try being somewhere else. So that was the last thing in the calendar ticked off tonight. Kind of nice to be at a film rather than a show.
Yeah, I feel like a show would have felt like a lot and would have made me maybe a bit too aware of what was coming.
Yeah, the film was a little bit more low-key and really interesting as well.
Really fascinating.
I feel like there's very little we can say about it.
I kind of wish I'd seen the play now to be able to compare.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm now very curious about the play and how a lot of it was staged, but it has a lot to say about the NHS. And if you know anything about Alan Bennett, you know that it has this kind of low-key charm and wit, and the stakes don't seem to be too high until they are. And there's a little bit of a shift tonally, perhaps.
I just say look at the poster. There is a lot more.
I think even that you may be saying too much, but yeah. So we had a great time. Oh, snacks afterwards. The canapes, some lovely canapes. What was your favourite canapé?
Arancini.
Arancini. Yes.
I'm all about an arancini.
Yes. Was that like the pumpkin one?
Yeah, when it's creamy, and then when it's, I prefer like a creamy arancini than a tomatoey base, but I like them too.
There was like a duck thing. There was also like a kind of like a sort of a breaded ball of like molten liquidy duck. I'm not describing it well at all, but it was delicious.
The
tasted nice.
Sweet corn fritters as well. You can always win me over with a sweet corn fritter.
Those were good. Mini burgers. I love a mini burger. I like novelty, so I appreciate a mini burger. And yeah, I want dessert canapes. I want dessert canapes to be a thing. They are a thing. Mini desserts to come around after a mini savoury option. That's all I'm saying.
You're so funny.
Why do we not have mini desserts? But I'm going to New York very soon, and I will have all the mini desserts. So to catch you up, we have packed. Tomorrow, we're going to wake up, we're going to work all day, try and get as much done as possible, and then in the evening of tomorrow, we're going to head to a hotel at the airport ahead of a very early flight the next day. So it is now all beginning to happen. It's now all feeling very real.
It is.
Yep, so one of the next times you see me vlogging, it might be because we're heading to New York. Oh my gosh. Wow, we're going to go to sleep now and try and process that. Hello, it's me again. Thank you so much for watching this week's Oh My God Hey. I hope that you enjoyed. It was a bit of an unbalanced one because there was so much that we could film at Guys and Dolls and then not a huge amount to talk about at some of the other nights. But like I said, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the Broadway content coming very soon. I'm so excited to start filming in New York. But before we do, we have to do the Rose and Thorn of the week. So the week started with Once in concert at the weekend. Then we had Immersive Guys and Dolls at the Bridge. Then we had Girl from the North Country on tour in Wimbledon. And then Alleluia, the film screening of Alleluia last night. So of those, what sparked joy for you? What was the high point of the week? The moment where you were just like, you know what? Yes.
Probably Guys and Dolls. I can't lie.
But like specifically with it, because I'm going to say Guys and Dolls as well.
Oh, Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat.
Sit Down, You're Rocking was at the moment.
Yeah, it was. I think it was just the fact that it was all three, the reprises, and just Cedric going to town and just living life.
Cedric Neal went to town. Mine was Havana. I think mine was Havana because I got given the sparkler.
Yeah.
I loved that. I liked my sparkler. I did have to give it back, which was sad.
Collect them back, but they don't collect the hats back if you get one.
I've heard people saying that they charge for other performances though. I don't know if the free hats was just because we were at the last preview. I don't know. We'll launch an inquiry.
Yeah.
In any case, you liked Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat.
Yeah.
I liked Havana because I got a sparkly twirly thing, and I felt like the cheerleader I've always wanted to be, apparently. And then changing the mood, tonal shift. What was the low point? Oh, I know.
What's yours?
No, mine was trying to get back with the tube strikes.
Oh no, that was probably the thorn.
Again, power to the unions. I support you all. This government is a shambles. But, my God, trying to get back through rainy London with the tube strikes was an experience. That was a dramatic experience. And all of the people at all of the bus stops and trying to run down Oxford Street. Oh, that
was raining.
And it was raining. Yeah, it was.
The rain makes it worse because then it's all of a sudden like we could fall over.
Yeah, and it's just soggy and miserable. But it was good because it set us up to be like, you know what, leaving London. But also we just talked about that right before you've watched this. So you've now heard me talk about it twice. But there you go. That has been our last week in London. Next time you see us on a weekly vlog, it's going to be because we're waking up and heading to New York. I am so excited. I can't keep talking about it because
I'm nervous.
It's too much.
I'm excited, but it's just this weird thing of when like us with Disney because we've been there every time. The whole journey of it now is like we know it's that moment we get there. We're just excited, but we got this nice like homely feeling.
I don't like being in an airport before you fly.
Yeah.
I don't like that uncertainty. It's like, is the plane going to get delayed? Is it going to get cancelled? Are we going to get on in time? Like, it's stressful. And we're already kind of at the airport now, so I'm already at that stress point. But yeah, we're going to try and get as much sleep as possible before the early flight.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time for our journey to New York. Thank you very much. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my God, hey. Thanks for watching. Have a stagey day. Subscribe!